If you're someone struggling to properly steam oat milk or even make a simple latte art on your coffee using oat milk, this simple coffee educational video is for you, because oat milk is a plant-based milk that's loved by very many coffee lovers and even baristas. But it's unfortunate that very many of you out there can't properly steam oat milk or even make a simple latte art on your cup of coffee. I have made a lot of mistakes and I've struggled with finding the right way of using oat milk. I have used the wrong type of oat milk. I've struggled to get the good texture, and I don't want you to go through the same struggles that I went through. And this is what has compelled me to make this simple coffee educational video for you, because I'm going to be showing you 3 common mistakes that you might be making that is preventing you from perfectly using oat milk. But I want me and you, by the end of this video, for you to have a clear understanding on which of oat milk you should use that will enable you to texture it very well and make a good latte art. What is the ideal milk temperature for oat milk when steaming it so that you can have the best taste? And also, I'll be showing you how you can fix the 3 common mistakes that I see most of the beginner baristas make when trying to use oat milk. And lastly, I'll show you my favorite milk steaming technique, which is the voltexing technique that I use to perfectly steam my oat milk and even make a simple latte art on your cup of coffee. If you're ready, let's dive in. Mistake number 1 is using the wrong type of oat milk. Not every type of oat milk that you see in your supermarket or online is designed for coffee. If you use the wrong type of oat milk, you're going to end up with a very foamy texture, which is going to make it impossible for you to make a good latte art. For any milk to be steamed and have that good texture, it should have the right amount of protein and the right amount of fats. The right type of oat milk that I use is Milk Club. And this is because of the percentage of fats, which is 4%, and the percentage of proteins, which is 3%. When you heat up the milk, it's burning the fats, and the fats are interacting with the proteins, creating a good milk texture, which is going to make it easy for you to make a good latte art. After having our ideal oat milk, now let's talk about the second common mistake, which many of you make. Since this milk can be kept outside, some baristas make a mistake of using it on a room temperature, and this is what prevents them from having a good texture of milk. Because if you try to steam oat milk on a room temperature, it's going to heat up very fast and it's not going to allow you to properly texture it. And this is why you're going to end up with uneven texture, which is not going to be good for your latte art. For you to have the best result when steaming it, you need to keep it in a chiller. So you remove it when it's cold and you'll be able to texture it for a much longer period of time to achieve that good milk steaming texture. And so, mistake number 3 is not using the right temperature. With me here, I have a thermometer. If you're a beginner barista or a home barista and you haven't mastered controlling your temperature by holding your jug, you need this thermometer. Because if you overheat up your oat milk, you're going to end up with a very foamy texture, and even the taste won't be good. From my experience, every time I have made the mistake of making my oat milk extra hot, most of the customers will complain that it's tasting watery, and I'll also end up with a very foamy texture, which makes it impossible for you to make a good latte art. The recommendable milk steaming temperature for oat milk is around 50 to 62. This is the sweet spot for the perfect taste and even a smooth texture. And now, after knowing these 3 basic common mistakes that many of you might be making, let's dive in on making our flat white using oat milk. while I show you my vortexing technique of texturing my oat milk step by step from start until the end. Our first step is making our good shot of espresso. Espresso is very important if you want to make a good latte art, because having a good shot of espresso will ensure that you have a good canvas for your latte art. So we are going to be having a double shot of espresso for our flat white. As our espresso is extracting, now I have my milk. It's cold. I just got it from the chiller, and I have my milk jug that I'm going to be using to texture my milk. You open your oat milk, then close it again. Shake it very well for an even mixture, because this is a plant-based milk. It's even written on the pack. Then you'll add your milk into your jug. We always recommend that when you add your milk, you add it until this bent. If you overfill up your jug, it will overflow. So we recommend you add your milk just below the bend so that you'll be able to texture and even create foam, because when you create foam, the milk expands. So after having our milk, so you open your steam so that you can flush out the watery steam. And now bring out your steam towards you. Just lower it down in the center of the jug, just in the center here. Then slightly tilt your jug. You should see the steam one slightly sitting on the surface of the milk. Open our steam, and you're going to start by adding in air. Depending on the type of the coffee drink you're making is how much air that you add in. You're going to hear a paper tearing sound. The more you hear that sound, the more foam. The less you hear it, the less foam. This is the sound I'm talking about. I'm adding in air. Since I'm making my texture for a flat white, I'm not going to over add in air. So when you have your ideal amount of air, you lift up the jug slightly, then hold it in one area. Create a vortex. Your milk needs to spin round. This means you're texturing each and everything very well. So you hold your jug at the base. If it becomes too much hot for you to hold, this means you've reached around 50. Stop your steam. Wipe your steam very clean. Open it again to remove any milk. Now, this is the ideal milk texture for my flat white. Mix it and tap it down if you have some big bubbles. When you're done, tilt your cup, and we are going to be making a tulip. So a tulip, you just layer different hearts on top of each other, creating the different layers of the tulip. You start by mixing in your milk into espresso a little bit high. Halfway the cup, you lower down your jug and start pouring your tulip. You can pour a 3, 2, 1. And this is our flat white. And if you try testing this oat milk flat white, it's really very smooth and very creamy, giving you that amazing taste. This is why I love this Milk Lab oat milk. And for this video, I would like to say thank you to Raw Coffee Company for supplying this milk that I have used in this video. For all your coffee solution, I will link the website in my description below. And if you have any other question regarding the oat milk, make sure to link it in the comment section. I will read all your comments. I post new videos each and every week about barista training and coffee tips, ensuring that you and me are able to make the best cup of coffee. And a good shot of espresso is key to making good coffee or even making a good latte art. And I know very many people are struggling to make a good shot of espresso. And this is why I would recommend for you to watch this video next for a complete guide on how to make a good shot of espresso.